I stick to the script, I'm for sure gon' make history. Real day one, I ain't never been no mystery. Niggas talking.
What up, everybody? My name's Trunx. I'm a producer, audio engineer, and today I'm going to show you guys how I made the beat Eventually by G Perico. Alright, so the beat was heavily inspired by Diamond's piano loop that he sent me, and he's going to actually explain to you guys how he made the piano, and then we'll get back to me, and I'll show you guys what I did to it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Diamond. I'm a musician, producer, sound designer, and engineer, and I'm here to show you guys how I did the piano part for Eventually by G Perico. Let's get into it. Alright, so for this, I was really just soloing the key of C minor, and it kind of went something like this. Alright, so to record this, I have one mic on the left side and one mic on the right side, capturing the sound coming out of the piano. Alright, so once I recorded that, sent it off to my guy Trunx, the rest is history. Check it out. Alright,
so basically the beat really, honestly the beat was pretty simple. The beat at least was simple. The piano is actually from Diamond, which you guys saw that Diamond made the piano. He's crazy, and the sample, the piano loop he sent me was like 50 seconds long, and I was like, you know, usually in hip hop, you take a little few snippets of the sample and then you chop it up and you make your own beat to it. So we're gonna go here into the box, and basically the sample is 50 seconds long, but I use about 7 seconds, and then I actually pitch down the sample, and I have a little chop for the drop, and you guys will hear that. So what I have here is this is the original piano loop right here. Well, you see, he goes off. He goes crazy. He goes stupid. I mean, the dude's hella talented. I'm not gonna lie. He's one of the most talented dudes I know. And basically, so what I did was, I felt like it seemed a little too happy. So, you know, I tried to turn it a little darker. So when I went in there, I went into the pitch settings, and I changed it down to 300 cents. So now the piano sample sounds like this. Right, so that's that, and then so now I just gotta make sure it's on beat and it's on tempo and stuff like that. So what I did was I chopped that beginning part. So what I have is this beginning part here. So it just has like that. It has another emphasis for the drop. You know, that little part. I chopped that little part. So I have it made come on. It doesn't start right on the 1. I have it coming in on like the 2 technically, or not even like half that, and it goes down. So if you could tell, you know, I only cut a certain amount of the piano in there, so it's not the whole sample that he played. You know, the whole thing is obviously dope. I might have to go back and make some more beats off these, you know, and but yeah, pretty much just use the first little 7 seconds. I had to chop one part and make it on beat, and that was pretty much the hardest part. And then because he's playing it all live, right? It's not no MIDI where you quantize it. He's playing it live, so that's all I pretty much did. Turn the piano down 300 cents, so now it's in D minor, I believe, or C minor, I think. And then I'll play you. When I first heard this, I was like, okay, the first thing I could hear was the 808 bounce, right? I heard some 808 bounce in there, but I like to put the snare in my hi-hats first, so this is what it sounds like with the snare and the hi-hats. Right, and then I have it with the hi-hat. I got a little cymbal in there, open hat, one of the cowbells, and this is what it sounds like with those three. Right? And the snare, honestly, the only thing I really did for the, I know a lot of people want to see like what I did with like the snare. All I did was a little bit of reverb, that was it. And these drum kits you can actually get, some of these drums I use, like you can see here at DJ Idea, shout out my guy. Go to soundselectionkits.com and get yourself the DJ Idea Rumble Pack. And you can get some of the exact same sounds I use pretty much. So those, and then I also added in the kick here. Right, and then obviously the most important part of every song, pretty much the root of all this shit, is the 808. So I'm gonna play the 808 without the kick, and then you play the 808 with the kick. And I have, you can tell here, I took out the 808 for that drop of the piano, just so it has a little emphasis. More, you gotta create space, right? So before G Perico actually raps on the starts rapping on the hook or that verse, you have to make sure that there's a little bit of space, breathing room for him to actually create, like drop into that pocket. So I took that out, and then this is it with the kick and all together with the tag, and that's pretty much the rest of it. And that's that part, and then pretty much throughout the whole song, I took out the 808 for the verse, and then I have the kick come in halfway during the verse, and then it leads back into that the hook with the 808 in it. And every time the hook's about to come back in, I have that one little small piano chop that I did, so it sounds like the beginning, like this part, for example. So every time you hear that little da-da-da-da with no drums, that's pretty much when you know it's leading into the hook. So that's just little pockets you gotta create, you know, when you're tracking out and stuff like that. You always gotta think about, like, you gotta rap in your head, even though if you're not a rapper, you just make beats, you still gotta think about that flow that someone can rap on. And that's pretty much it. I know a lot of people seem like, you know, if you're in FL, you understand, like, yo, why is this like not on the grid, you know? Like, the reason why it's not is because of if you go to the very beginning, I have that little chop that makes it go off beat right there, pretty much. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I did that, and then, you know, loop it twice, and then G does the rest, man. He does his thing on it. So that's pretty much how the beat came about. I mean, like I said, the beat, super simple, I'm not gonna lie to you. The beat was pretty simple. I mean, my guy Diamond's super talented dude, you know, one of the most talented people I know, and, like, you know, we're locked in for life too. We're gonna get some more songs together. If anybody wants any more shit with G, I mean, me and G, you know, we're gonna keep doing some more shit. So first, I'd like to shout out my guy Mike D, because honestly, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to get this, you know, this like network with G. You know, he's really the one that started it. So shout out my guy Mike D. He's also on the 111th East interlude, on the 111th East, the whole project. We got 3 songs together. And shout out my guy Diamond, of course. You know, I mean, this beat wouldn't have been anything without him. You know, this is the first one. You know, fun fact, this is the first beat that G wanted. When I sent him all these beats, right, he's like, yeah, this is the one. He responded to me like, that's the one, and then this is the first one I heard too from the album, or the EP. And that's the first one, and so this one's always gonna be like super special to me, right, because this is a project I've been wanting to happen for a long time. I've always wanted to work with G for years now, and now that we're locked in, you know, we're gonna keep doing more. So yeah, shout out to everyone that's been slapping 111th East. LA Summers 2 is out right now, so go slap that with my guy Dupree, and that's pretty much been it, man. If anybody else wants to know any behind the beats, let me know. But that's pretty much been it. Appreciate it, buddy.